In response to the Finance Minister's emergency budget, SARS says it will focus on collecting outstanding debt from non-compliant individuals and companies. SARS says raising taxes doesn't necessarily extract more revenue. Devon, you're joined now by SARS Commissioner Edward Kieswetter.
Yes, indeed, I am. The Commissioner joining us via Skype. We're going to get a few words from him on what he thought about today's adjustment budget. Commissioner, thanks indeed for talking to us. Well, 35.3 billion rand behind our target so far. I mean, is the biggest reason why we are behind obvious?
The latest update is actually already 54 billion behind target. And yes, the reasons are obvious. So let me just take it through three areas. The first, a reflection of what's happening in the job market. We see the employment taxes down 11% year on year, and that already amounts to a loss of almost 13 billion. Included in that is about almost 80,000 directives that we've issued for retrenchments, which alone constitutes a 1 billion loss. And you must remember, many of these job losses may in fact reflect permanent losses and erosion to the tax base. The second area is the reflection of economic activities. We know that during lockdown, consumption went down, our borders were closed. So in a number of areas, we've seen the contraction in domestic VAT. We've seen a 16% year-on-year decline. In import duties and taxes, we've seen a 26% decline, and in excise duties, a 42% decline. Those three taxes amounted to a 33 billion decline. And then income taxes still has a delayed effect, but we know that it will be down because already the CIPC has had 93 applications for business rescue and over 400 applications for liquidations. Some of the effect will also be felt because of the deferral that government has provided in terms of the tax relief measures. So all in all, we can see tax revenue is an early barometer of what's happening in the economy. And our concern is not only a decline in economic activity, but the extent to which that may be a permanent erosion of capacity in the form of businesses that may not return and jobs that may be lost forever.
I want to pick up there because what the lockdown and the coronavirus had done is incapacitated businesses, and I suppose we will still see, as you allude to, more businesses closing down. That must give you sleepless nights to know that 6 months down the line you would have so much fewer businesses paying tax. Yes,
and also remember that the some 44 billion of deferred taxes, if some of those businesses do not return, then what we think now is a deferral may in fact be a permanent impairment because those businesses will not exist to pay that. So yes, we do have a concern. On the flip side, we are also encouraged that there are many areas where we need to focus on so that we do ensure that the revenue that is due is in fact collected.
And let's talk about those remedies, Commissioner. I mean, the one thing is to choose the painful option of raising taxes, which is not on the table as I see it at the moment. But the other one is actually broadening the tax base, and much of that relies on an environment that encourages more businesses to spring up, I would imagine.
Yes, but we've also seen, we weren't doing well even before COVID. Our economy was declining, and SARS was badly damaged during the state capture years. We've slowly begun to turn that ship around, but there's still a lot of hard work. So what have we seen? We have seen a general decline in compliance. Companies that don't submit on time, companies that may collect employment taxes but don't necessarily pay it over to SARS. We've also seen some aggressive tax planning and arrangements, companies deliberately abusing the tax system in the form of base erosion schemes and arrangements, the so-called transfer pricing areas.
Right, we just lost the commissioner there of SARS, Edward Kieswetter, but really painting a very undesirable picture as far as tax collection is concerned in the months ahead. Only that's where we leave it for now.